Hey everyone, welcome to the live segment of Kendra's Pinktober party. I am so glad you are joining us. You can show us what you're wearing for pink. Throughout this live, if you have another tab open, you can look at some of the things that we have been posting. I just want to refresh my page. Be sure to introduce yourself, tell us where you're joining from, how you know Kendra, and we will get started. So far we've seen a lot of statistics about breast cancer, and we'll learn more tomorrow about early detection, but the chances are so much better when you go and get tested and have those mammograms so that treatment can be started. So out of the world, when you list the top 25 countries for occurrences of breast cancer, the United States is really very low. It's down at number 23. So because of early detection, it is down. We live in a country that our country is lower on the list because of the precautions and everything that is taken. And so this fundraiser is in partnership with the American Cancer Society. And so any purchases made through this party, at least 15% will go to the ACS. And if the sales go above, I think it's 500, then that amount goes up. And it can go up to as high as 25% of all the sales from the party will be donated to the American Cancer Society. So that is a great thing, and they do a lot for breast cancer and early detection. Just bring this up so I can see your comments because they are not popping up on my phone. So I want to bring it on my laptop so I can see if anyone's saying anything, so I can answer any questions. And the banner for the event, when you click on that, there is a link, and that will take you, see if you want to place an order for Kendra's party. And I just want to thank her for hosting a Pinktober party and doing that for us. All right. So, like I said, be sure to tell us where you're joining from and how you know Kendra. So what we're going to make is chicken. We're using the quick cooker. Oh, you can't quite see it here. I had just moved my camera a little bit inside. So we have the quick cooker, which is Pampered Chef's pressure cooker, and it comes with a guide, and the guide has different charts depending on what you want to make in it. So it shows you how to do vegetables and the amount of time, all the different vegetables, the quantity and everything. And then it has meat, and it shows you if it's thawed or if it's frozen. So you can put it in frozen. And then it comes with, I believe it's 17 recipes. And so they have a real simple one to start with, kind of, I guess, to break it in so you can figure out what you're doing. And that's what we're going to make. So it's simple salsa chicken, and it's the meat for that. And it's basically, well, 3 ingredients because we have our seasoning too. I meant to put the chicken in before we started so I wouldn't have to stop and wash my hands. Just a second. So we're going to put our chicken in. Now, this comes with the one rack. There are several accessories that you can purchase to go along with it. There are some sets. So the quick cooker, along with some of the accessories, is a set. Or you can just get this. Now, I quickly wanted to tell you something that's a very good deal. So for the month of October, because it is our Heritage Month, meaning it's the anniversary of Pampered Chef. So we are 39 years old this year, And because of that, they have lowered the price of all the starter kits. And I'll put that graphic up later, that it has all the prices that for just this month. So the smallest kit in honor of the 39th year is just $39. So normally it's $99. So it's $400 worth of products. It's this one on top for just $39. Now there are two other kits, the deluxe and the ultimate. And if you like the quick cooker, it is included. It is part of that ultimate kit. The ultimate kit is usually $259, which is just about the price of the quick cooker by itself. So this month, this along with about $900 worth of product, you can get for $199. So that's the lowered price just for this month to start the business. And oops, what they want us to tell everybody this month is all you need is a kit and a drink. So you can make some real money off of this business if you work it. So one of the newest accessories are the steamer baskets, and one can stack inside the other. So if you're doing vegetables, or maybe like salmon in the bottom and then the vegetables above it, that can all go in the quick cooker. And hi Kendra, you love my top. Well, thank you. All right, so we're going to put the chicken in first. And like I said, this is a very easy recipe. So I have probably just over a pound of chicken. And I wish I could show you the inside of it, but my cameraman is not here right now. And then it said your favorite taco seasoning. So I usually just make my own, so then it doesn't have any different additives and preservatives and stuff. So it's basically some cumin, garlic powder, onion flakes, a little bit of cayenne powder, chili powder, of course, and garlic powder. I didn't say that one. So I'm just going to put that on top. And then because it's a pressure cooker, you need some liquid in that. So what we're going to do, it calls for 1 cup of salsa. But as you know, you can always kind of change things up. So what I'm going to do really quick is make some salsa that we can put in and add to it. So we have the manual food processor, which I know this is one of Kendra's favorite products. And it has this little ring on the bottom so it keeps it kind of stable on whatever surface you're using it on. So we're going to put in tomatoes first. What kind of salsa do you like? Do you like chunky salsa? Like pico de gallo? Or do you like more, where it's more liquidy, like more tomatoes in it? So we're going to core these really quick, these tomatoes. And when we put it in the manual food processor, it can be in big chunks. It doesn't have to be small, because we're going to use that to cut it. So I'm just quartering these halves. These are Roma tomatoes, so you can use whatever you have. So we have that one. Oh, our blade kind of moved on us here. Let me lift those up. And then our onion. So, how many of you know how to cut an onion so that you don't cry? Does anyone know any tips for that? I know I've heard several different tips, from the matchstick in your mouth to running it underwater as you cut it, a whole bunch of things. Well, let me tell you. So this is a root vegetable, as you all know, and you see the little hairs here on the root end. This end, because the ground has sulfur in it, the sulfur has gone up into the onion, and that is what makes you cry. Because if you think about it, when you normally cry, it doesn't hurt your eyes, right? But from an onion, it hurts your eyes and it can sting, and that's the sulfur gas that gets released and goes up into your eyes. So what we're going to do, just like we cored the tomato, we're going to do the same thing with the paring knife, but to the onion. So now sometimes you may still cry because you don't get all of it out. But normally, what do most people do? Most people just cut across, and then that releases all the sulfur. So we're going to go out a little bit and angle your knife. Cut it at an angle, just like you did the tomato. And go around. And then we're going to take that out. And so that is where your sulfur is. So we're not going to cut into that part. And this is a small amount of salsa, so we'll just use maybe half, maybe a quarter. Oops, I will look. So you want to get like that first layer or so right under the skin off, because that is tougher to cut, and you don't want to eat that part. So again, we're just going to leave this in pretty large chunks because it's going in the processor and it will get it up. All right, now you can tell us also in the comments how spicy do you like your salsa. So I have a jalapeno here. You can use a serrano chili, whatever chilies you have. So the jalapeno, you can tell us on a scale of 1 to 5, like 5 being the hot, 1 being mild. So where is the heat in? Everybody know where the heat is? What part of the jalapeno the heat is in? Anyone? So a paring knife, a lot of times you use it in your hands. So that's why I'm cutting away from the board. Alright, so the heat is in your seeds and the membrane, that other part that's in there with the seeds. So you can include, if you want it hotter, spicier, you can include your seeds, or you can leave them out. And you can cut the membrane of the parts you're not going to use. So again, we don't need to cut this really small, we can leave it larger. Leave a few seeds in there, especially since it's going in with the chicken. We're not adding, well, we did add the taco seasoning. After you cut your jalapeno, you want to wash your hands so that you're not getting that capsaicin in your eyes or anything, because it is hot. Alright, so we have some garlic now. We have a couple cloves. We're going to use the garlic press. This is a very handy product. We're going to press the cloves. You do not need to take the skin off. You can leave it right in. And you put the curved side up, and then you just close it, press it down, and it comes with this little tool that looks like a hairbrush, a Barbie hairbrush, and you take the end of that, the handle, to scrape it off, and see, you're never really touching the garlic, the raw garlic, without the skin, so you don't get all of that on your hands or anything. And then, so the brush end corresponds with all the holes here, and it makes it for easy cleaning. Okay, we'll do one more in there. And now cilantro can make or break your salsa. I did not have any fresh, so I do have some dry. So put a little bit of that in. And I usually like to have fresh cilantro, so you have those leaves in there. Alright. And I think we could use a little more tomato. So half of that. Alright. And then this top part, this little part that sticks out, you want to match it up with the top of the plastic part above the blade. So we're going to put that in, make sure it's in there, and then just pump the handle, and that spins the blade at the bottom. And the more you pump it, the finer chop you get. So you can control how thick or how thin your sauce is, the salsa. And usually you add a little salt. So put some salt in there. Alright, and then you can also add lime juice if you like that in your salsa. Says a cup of salsa is going in with our chicken, and then we will, the salsa smells really good. So we take the blade out, and we have our salsa here, and that's actually probably about a cup. So it's nice and thick. I can check if it's a cup I put in here. So the 1 cup prep bowl comes in really handy. Alright, so you have just over a cup of salsa. So we're going to put this in with our chicken. And let me plug in. So when you use the quick cooker, it tells you to always unplug it after use. Plug it in here for us. So it tells you right on the recipe and the directions how to do it, how everything that you need to do. So we put in our chicken, we put in our seasoning, and then 1 cup of salsa, and then lock the lid so it tells you which direction is closed and locked, and which direction is open. And so you heard that little sound, and when you close it, you'll hear it again. We open it, you'll hear it. So we're going to close it. And we want the chicken poultry setting, so we just use the turn knob here. And we're going to follow it over to chicken poultry right here. And then we press start. So that's 15 minutes. Once it comes up to pressure, it'll take 15 minutes to cook. And then for this recipe, you can manually release the steam. So sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes you want the steam to come out naturally, and it does that on its own. And that is kind of like additional cooking time. But our steam release button is right here. And it actually, the steam comes out back here. So that it's about 3 to 4 inches in between. Some of the other some of the other pressure cookers on the market, the steam release is right next to where the steam comes out. So it's not very safe. But ours is very safe. And plus, if you need to carry it, so if you have your food in it and you're going to carry it to the table, the handles are underneath, which also makes it safe. The outside is warm when it's in use. It does not get hot. It's not where it will burn anyone. So those are just some of the special safety features. Now this knob here where the steam comes out, you want to make sure that the little symbol lines up with the symbol on the steam release button. If it does not, then it's not going to come to temperature correctly. So this will go around as it's building pressure, and then when it's up to pressure, it will have your cook time there, and that will decrease as it cooks, and it automatically goes to warming after it's finished cooking. And it does ring. It has an alarm that it is finished. So, all right. So if it's not done by the time we're done, I will come back and put some pictures on to show you. But once it's cooked, what I'm going to use to chop it up so that we can have tacos with it, you can either put it in tortilla shells or you can do lettuce shell tacos. This is our salad chopper, and it is excellent to shred meat. So if you have pork, or like we're going to do chicken or beef, once it's cooked, you can use these to shred. And you just go down and pull it up, and it shreds it in just minutes. Not even minutes, it's really quick. All right. So one of the last posts I did was different foods that are good to fight against cancer. Some things that you should be wanting to include in your diet to help with that. And so we have tomatoes in this recipe, which is a good vegetable. It was on that list. And of course, onions and garlic and peppers. All of those are very good for many, many sicknesses. But something that Pampered Chef came out with at the beginning of October are enrichables. Okay? And there are two different ones. There's a pea protein, and then there's this one, which is kale and fiber. It has per packet, so you have all your packets in here. And it tells you right on the box different ideas that how you could use it in smoothies, and sauces and spreads. You cannot taste the kale, but it's 8 grams of fiber per packet. You do not, like, the packets are very large. It has 4 servings per packet, so you don't necessarily have to use the whole thing in one smoothie. You could use a fourth of it. So all it has is chicory root fiber and kale powder. So it's like getting 2 cups of kale just in this packet. So you can add it to, if I was doing a soup or a stew, you could just add that whole thing right in, and then you're enriching the nutrient level in that dish. So, like I said, drinks or smoothies, sauces, you can add it to pasta and rice, can't talk. Batters and doughs, some people are putting them in cake batter or cupcake batter. You can add it to ground meat. So wherever you need that nutritional boost, you can just add it. The kids won't taste it, your husband won't taste it, whoever you're trying to cook for. Now, something about these enrichables that we've never had before is that you can buy these on a subscription. And so you can choose to get a monthly. You can cancel at any time, and there's no charge to you for canceling. You don't have to pay any fees for ending early. There's no, you're not committed to a length of time for the subscription. You could get it 1 month and take a month off and then get it again, and they won't charge you any different fees. But what's great is on the subscription, you do not pay shipping for these. Okay, so that's one of the perks about the subscription, is that there's no shipping charged for the enrichables. All right, so I don't know if you can see behind me, we have some balloons here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like I said, if someone wants to join my team, they can get the quick cooker that way through that highest kit level this month. Well, it's always in that deluxe kit, but this month it's at that special price. But also you could get it from being a host. You can get a discount up to 50% off of the quick cooker. Depending on how well your party does, you get a free amount, and then you can also get additional half off items. So I have up here 4 pink balloons, and if you schedule your party right now during Kendra's party, it will donate automatically $3 to the American Cancer Society. Okay, so when we close her party out, that $3 goes directly to American Cancer Society as a donation before you even have your party. So your party does not have to be this month in October, but I would like to have it, before the end of the year for this deal. So what I have these balloons. So if people want to tell me a number, if they want to book a party like this one, a virtual party, we'll pop the balloon, and each balloon has a prize with it. So once you have your party, you will get that special gift. All right. So be sure to comment. Since we don't really have a lot of people watching right now, if you're watching on the replay, you can tell us replay and comment the number that you want. So what we were going to do was pop the balloons right here and see what the prize is. But any help with that would be appreciated. And Kendra can actually get a item at 50% off when someone else when they have their party. She can get a discount there, because from this party, instead of getting the normal host rewards, that amount is going towards American Cancer Society. All right, and I think I told you guys the special this month for for customers. Once you spend $80, you can have your choice between either the pizza cutter or the small personal stone. And I think that's all I was going to tell you about. All right, so I will be sure to post the pictures when this is finished. As you can see, it's still coming up to steam. I think it takes about 10 minutes. I just got it almost 2 weeks ago, and so it's been fun playing with it. This is, I think, the 4th time that we've used it, and we've been very pleased. It makes cooking different things so much easier. We did a whole chicken in it, and it just was amazing. It tasted so good, and even the broth that it made, we kept that because it tasted good. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to stay on to come back to the page tomorrow to the event. There will be a few more posts about breast cancer and prevention, and you can order by using the link that is up in the banner for the event, and I will also post it in the post that was for this video. So if you know anyone who would be interested in supporting this cause, you can share the video out to them. Also, the event is public, so it's all shareable. And I know Kendra's been doing that most of the day. So I want to thank her again for hosting, and I hope to see you guys in the party. Bye-bye.